What we are going to learn in today's lecture is AS 16, which is nothing but borrowing cost. So I'll first give you a layman's idea. What is borrowing cost, why this AS is made, and which borrowing cost can be capitalized and which borrowing cost cannot be capitalized. So let us understand from a layman point of view what this AS is all about. Try to concentrate. I have borrowed a loan for purchasing asset. Now asset even might be my inventory. So alright, I'll have to pay interest for that. So this interest is nothing but borrowing. Alright, once it is a borrowing cost, try to understand there are conditions which, if satisfied, the borrowing cost will be capitalized. What is the meaning of capitalized? The cost will be added to asset. Whatever is the cost will be added to the asset. Which cost? Borrowing cost. That is in this case nothing but interest cost. Is it all? If the conditions are not satisfied, will be treated as expenditure and will be debited to profit and loss account. Sir, which borrowing cost can be capitalized? Sir, which borrowing cost cannot be capitalized? After completion of AS 16, you will be absolutely clear which should be capitalized, which should not be capitalized. But one thing is clear. Borrowing cost is nothing but interest or related expenditure. Number two, what we are going to learn is which borrowing cost can be capitalized. Once the conditions are not satisfied, you should be absolutely clear that it should be debited to profit and loss account. Is it all right? Let me give you a idea of which interest cost or which borrowing cost is capitalized. Try to concentrate. You borrow loan. Sorry. For purchase, construction or production of asset. For purchase, construction or production of asset, which takes a substantial period of time, say 1 year, to be completed. And after that, this can be put to, or it should be ready for use. But you have already borrowed loan. So during this period, during this full period, interest will be incurred because you have borrowed loan. You'll have to pay the interest. This interest is P&L account? No. Should be added to now. If I purchase a machinery, let me take it as scenario 1. This is scenario 2. I purchase a machinery which is ready to use. But to purchase this machinery, I take a loan. I pay interest. Can it be capitalized? The answer is no. This will be debited to profit and loss account. Start it. So try to concentrate. Once your asset is put to use or it is ready for use, if you purchase an asset which is ready for use, you cannot capitalize your interest cost. So which borrowing cost can be capitalized? The cost which is interest which is incurred during that manufacturing or production of this asset, during which you are preparing your asset, you are producing your asset, you are manufacturing your asset. At that particular period of time, during that particular period of time, the interest which you pay to bank can be capitalized. This is written in AS 16. If these are the conditions which is not satisfied, then ultimately the expenditure should be transferred to profit and loss account debit side. So these are the two things. One asset takes some time to become in a status of put to use. Another asset is a put to use asset or ready to use asset. We will be coming again after learning technically the recognition criteria under AS 16. So, what heading we are writing down is recognition of borrowing cost. Right, concentrate. How to recognize borrowing cost? Borrowing cost that are directly attributable to acquisition, construction, production, of qualifying asset. This is a technical word which are written in AS 16. Will be understanding what does it mean. Borrowing costs that are directly attributable to production of qualifying asset should be capitalized. That means it should be added to cost. Any other borrowing cost should be recognized as expense and directly debited to profit and loss account. Still, we have not gone into detail of conditions, but try to understand this is a condition. Borrowing cost, which is directly attributable to production of an qualifying asset, will be capitalized, others will not be capitalized. There are other conditions also. Which are the other conditions? They will result into future economic benefit. Now, those conditions will look like PPE because they are conditions of PPE. Is it correct? And number two, they are measurable. So these are the additional conditions. Number one, the primary condition should be satisfied if you want to capitalize the expenditure. Again, they should be having future economic benefit as well as they should be measurable. These are taken from PPE, that is AS10. Is it correct? And if this all conditions are satisfied, you can capitalize your borrowing cost, that is nothing but interest expenditure. Is it all right? So this will be our base for learning this chart, recognition of borrowing cost. Is it all right? First we are going to this part, which borrowing cost should be capitalized. Is it all right? First, what is the conditions? Borrowing cost which are directly attributable to. But first you need to understand what are borrowing cost. I told you it is interest, but let us understand technically what are borrowing costs. Stop it. Interest and other cost incurred by enterprise in connection with borrowing of funds. In connection with borrowing of funds. So every type of expenditures which are related to borrowing of funds. Suppose you hire a chartered accountant to take a loan from a bank. You will pay commission to him or you will pay fees to him. That fees will be also treated as borrowing cost. Bank might charge you some processing fees. That also will be treated as borrowing cost. Is it all right? So it is not limited to interest, but interest is normally included in borrowing cost. But other charges which are related to borrow your funds will be treated as borrowing cost. So this is nothing but example of borrowing cost, or what is the meaning of borrowing cost and how it will be determine whether a particular cost is borrowing cost or not. I'll give you some of the example where we'll be learning whether these are borrowing cost or not. Discount and premium related to borrowing. See, sometimes borrowings is in nature of debentures. Is it all right? Equity is specifically excluded, but if they are debentures, even discount and premiums are part of borrowing cost. Is it all right? Any ancillary cost, financial charges, and most important, those are borrowing costs. Any exchange difference from foreign currency borrowing are also included in borrowing cost. Is it all right? So any expenditure related to taking that loan will be treated as borrowing cost. Understand, repayment of principal is not your cost. So it is irrelevant whether it is borrowing cost or not. It cannot be borrowing cost because it is not your cost. It is just repayment of your principal. But interest payment is your cost and will be included in the definition of borrowing cost. So all borrowing costs should be capitalized. The answer is no. Borrowing cost which satisfies this condition. What is the condition? Borrowing cost which are attributable to production, manufacturing, construction, purchase of qualifying asset. Our second point we will be learning qualifying. What are qualifying asset? Try to concentrate on how it is defined. The asset that necessarily takes a substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. Try to understand, we will be learning word by word. Assets, they might be machinery, they might be your inventory, they might be your stock. that necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready. So if I purchase this pen, it is not taking substantial period of time to get ready for intended use. So if I want to use the machinery and if I am directly purchasing it, it is not a qualifying asset. Why? It does not take substantial period of time to get ready for the use. Is it correct? Or sale means it does not make any difference whether it is machinery or your stock. AS 16 will be applied to both. Yes, if it is capitalized, one will be added to machinery, another will be added to the cost of stock. Is it correct? But understand, this asset should take substantial period of time to get for intended use or sale. Try to concentrate. I am purchasing a machinery, of course by taking a loan, which can be installed in 2 days. So someone will argue it is not ready to use. Is it all right? So it is taking some period of time to then interest on this loan can be capitalized or not. Try to concentrate. Answer is no. This cannot be capitalized. Why? Is interest a borrowing cost? Yes, because it is related to borrowing of money for this particular asset. What are the conditions for capitalizing it? Borrowing cost. It is a borrowing cost, yes. Which is directly attributable to acquisition, yes. Of qualifying asset, no. This asset cannot be treated as a qualifying asset. Why? It does not take substantial period of time to get ready. Is it all right? Whatever is the use of the asset, that is a different thing. It might be for using as a fixed asset. It might be for selling as a stock. Is it all right? But this cannot be capitalized. Is it all right? Try to concentrate. Number 2. There is another plant. Of course, on that plant also we have taken a loan, which will require 2 years to complete. Right now only first year is over. First year interest on loan. Try to understand, the work is still in progress. The plant is not yet ready. But you will have to pay interest to the bank because you have borrowed the money. Is it correct? Can it be capitalized? The answer is yes. Always go technically. Is this interest a borrowing cost? The answer is yes. This is satisfied. Is this borrowing cost directly attributable to construction or production? The answer is yes. Of qualifying asset. Is it a qualifying asset? Yes. It takes a substantial period of time to get ready for intended use. If this is the condition satisfied, it is a qualifying asset. Is it a qualifying asset? Yes. Is it a borrowing cost? Yes. Is it directly attributable to production or manufacturing? The answer is yes. Can it be capitalized? The answer is yes. Yes. Of course, this asset should be having future economic benefit as well as it should be quantifiable. So the interest should be quantifiable, then only it can be capitalized. Is it all right? Number 3. Try to concentrate. I am trading in liquor. Liquor is having one quality. If it is old, the value of that liquor will increase. Is it all right? Say if the liquor is 20 years old, it might be costing 50 lakhs rupees, 40 lakhs rupees. Is it all right? There are liquors which are costing so much. So what I'm doing is I have purchased this liquor by taking a loan. Is it my fixed asset or is it my stock? This is my stock. It is my inventory. So sir, AS2 will be applied. The answer is yes. For all other costs which should be included and excluded in inventory, you should follow AS2. But AS2 says this: as far as borrowing cost is concerned, AS16 will decide whether the borrowing cost should be capitalized in that stock, that is inventory, or borrowing cost should be directly debited to profit and loss account. What is my plan? Try to concentrate. I have taken a loan of rupees 1 lakh. Say right now this liquor is costing me 1 lakh. I am having a plan to store it for 15 years. Is it alright? So I put it in a box. I want to sell this liquor after 15 years. Only after 15 years this can be used. Is it alright? Right now, if I sell it, it is not my intention. I want to make this liquor 15 years old. Is it alright? It will require 15 years to mature. Let me use the word mature. Is it alright? The liquor will come in that particular condition whereby I might be getting 50 lakhs rupees of this particular liquor. Is it alright? I am talking about first year's interest on loan. Can it be capitalized? The answer is yes. See, capitalized does not mean that it will be added to balance sheet asset side. Is it alright? It will be added to cost of this liquor. At what rate I have purchased? 1 lakh. This interest will be added for the cost of liquor. Normally for the valuation of closing stock, which is AS2. But as far as interest cost is concerned, even on stock, inventory, the interest cost is dealt in by AS16, which is borrowing cost. Is it all right? Now, in this case, is my answer correct? Try to concentrate. Does this inventory take substantial period of time for intended use? Yes, because I want to sell this liquor 15 years old. Or sale. Yes, I want to sell this liquor 15 years old. So if I want to get that type of liquor, I'll have to store it for 15 years and the qualifying asset definition satisfies. Is this interest a borrowing cost? Yes. Is it directly attributable to purchase of my inventory? The answer is yes. Will it be capitalized? The answer is yes. That's all right. Last and fourth point. No, I'm not doing it because we have done this. That's all right. Purchase of an asset which is absolutely ready for use, the interest cost will be transferred to P&L account and cannot be capitalized in books of accounts. That's all right. So, again going to this basic chart. Borrowing cost, we have understood what is borrowing cost, which is directly attributable to production, purchase, manufacturing of qualifying asset. Then that borrowing cost can be capitalized. Of course, PPE should be satisfied. That is, it should be having future economic benefit. It should be measurable. Is it all right? Then only something can be capitalized. Any other interest cost, say after you purchase an asset, you have taken a loan to purchase an asset and you will be paying the interest, should be debited to profit and loss account. Is it all right? This will become basic of our concept of borrowing cost. Is it all right? Another concept that we are going to learn is, try to concentrate, the borrowing it can be specific borrowing. It may be general borrowing. Try to understand. I am going to purchase a machinery worth rupees 100 crore. For purchasing this machinery, I have taken a loan of 90 crore. 10 crore will be my margin money. Ultimately, I'll have to, I will be getting a loan of 90 crore. This is nothing but example of a specific borrowing. Sir, then what is the example of general borrowing? Try to concentrate. I have borrowed 100 lakhs by issue of debentures. Start. Now some of this money are used to pay salary, some of this money is lying in cash, and some of this money is used for purchase of various assets. Now if you are considering this particular asset, the debenture are not issued or the loan is not borrowed only for this asset. So this type of borrowing will be termed as general borrowing. Start it. Now, what to do in specific borrowing and what to do in general borrowing, try to understand. We are just writing it down, and whenever we will be going to sum today, we will be understanding what to do with specific borrowing and what to do with general borrowing. Start it. So specific borrowing, what is my accounting treatment? Try to concentrate. Start it. Actual borrowing cost Now, this is very simple. It is not much difficult, but we are writing it down. Whenever we are going to the questions, we will be revising this particular answer. Actual borrowing cost during the period under consideration, minus income from temporary investment. The answer will be my borrowing cost. Start it. See, what does this mean? I have borrowed the money specifically for the asset. Now I will be purchasing asset. The interest will be added in my borrowing cost. What will be deducted? Try to concentrate. I have borrowed 100 crore rupees and bank has given me 100 crore rupees. Today I am using only 20 crores. So 80 crore of that 100 crore rupees is spare. I put it in 10 days of fixed deposit and I earn some interest from it. Then that interest is income from temporary investment of the fund which you have borrowed will be deducted while calculating your borrowing cost. Start it. If it is borrowed generally, capitalization rate should be used. What is capitalization rate? It is very easy. We'll be also learning it. Capitalization rate is weighted average cost. We are going to learn even this in finance of borrowing. So whatever you have borrowed, you need to find out weighted average cost of that particular borrowings. Ultimately, this will be nothing but for general borrowing. Sorry. So borrowings are of two types: specific borrowings, normal cost should be included as borrowing cost, and a specific borrowing, weighted average cost should be used. This will be more clear when we are doing actual questions. But this will become our, whatever we have done up till now will become particularly this will become base for solving the question of borrowing cost. Last time we are revising this particular chart and then we will be going to the questions. Borrowing cost, which are directly attributable to manufacturing, production, purchase of qualifying asset. Other condition to be satisfied is of PP, that is future economic benefit should be there and it should be measurable. If all the conditions are satisfied, it will be capitalized. Otherwise, borrowing cost will be debited to profit and loss account. So only we learned what are borrowing cost, what are qualifying asset. Also, we have done a chart of, we have not exactly understood, but we have done a chart of if borrowing is done specifically and if the borrowing is done generally, what should be done or how the answer should be calculated. It is question number 9. Hari Limited has purchased a ship during a year on deferred payment basis. Is it all right? So what H Limited has purchased? Ship. Purchased the ship. Sorry. During the year on deferred payment basis payable over the next year. Is it all right? So cost is to be paid in next 10 years. What company has done? The company has computed the interest payable over the 10 years, debited to interest suspense account, and every year they transfer 1/10 of them to P&L account. Now it looks good. Try to understand what company has done. All 10 years interest is calculated, it is debited to one suspense account, put it in asset side of balance sheet as fictitious asset, and every year only 1/10 will be debited to profit and loss account. But something is written on asset side of balance sheet, something is capitalized. My question is, can interest of this 10 years be capitalized? Say, if the supplier is saying that I will defer it for 10 years, it might be having some interest portion. It is as good as you have taken this ship on loan and they are charging some interest. Is it correct? Then interest of 10 years can be capitalized or not. Let me give a chance to some student. Anyone? Abhishek, you are first one on the list. So, can be capitalized? Aman?
Yes.
Capitalized. Okay. Your question is yes. Yes, Aman? Exactly. It cannot be capitalized. Try to concentrate. If something can be termed as interest, it is a borrowing cost. Number one, directly attributable to purchase, agreed, of qualifying asset. What is qualifying asset? Let me go to definition. Asset that necessarily takes a substantial period of time to get ready. This ship is already ready. Only the payment is deferred. Only the payment is to be done in future. The asset is not to be manufactured. You are not manufacturing the ship. Is it correct? Then it is not a qualifying asset. Not a qualifying asset. So this cannot be capitalized. If it cannot be capitalized, then what? Interest portion of each year should be debited to profit and loss account. The accounting treatment of interest suspense and debiting every year 1/10 portion is also not correct, because AS 16 is very clear. If it cannot be capitalized, the interest can be debited to profit. Interest should be not can be, it should be debited to profit and loss account. Try to understand in the same example. Let me tell you when the borrowing cost will be capitalized. I have borrowed a loan and started constructing the shed. How many years it will take? It will take 4 years to complete. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 4 years. Sorry. And the ship will get completed. One year is over. So this is first year. You will have to pay interest to bank. The answer is yes. Sorry. Should this interest paid to bank be added to cost of ship or should be debited to profit and loss account? Who will help me out? Hitarth?
Added to what?
Why?
Ship is not ready.
All right, but you need to tell me this. Number one, interest is a borrowing cost. This borrowing cost was incurred or directly attributable to manufacturing of ship. ship is taking substantial period of time to get to ready for use. This should be treated as substantial period of time. Correct. And once the ship is taking substantial period of time, it becomes a qualifying asset. Normally, borrowing cost plus qualifying asset is nothing but added to the cost of ship. Yes, good. So in the same manner, try to understand the asset is remaining same, ship. But in one case, it is not capitalized, debited to P&L account. In another case, it is capitalized, added to the cost of ship. What is the reason? The conditions inherent to AS 16 should be satisfied. Then it can be capitalized. Otherwise, it cannot be capitalized. I'm going to question number 10. 10. Lakshmipati Limited borrowed 40 lakhs for purchase of machinery on 1st June. Taken a loan of 40 lakhs rupees. Interest is 9%. The machinery was put to use on 1st Jan. Pass journal entry at the end of 31st March to record the borrowing cost as per AS 16. It was put to use. Yes. So this question is asked in examination and they are asking us what to do about borrowing cost as per AS 16. Is it alright? This is what they are asking. If the same question is asked in examination, I'll not write what they have written. I'll write two options. There's how many months? June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months. First, it is assumed that 7 months is a substantial period of time. It is given no. I am assuming that 7 months is a substantial period of time. Is it all right? What will be journal entries? Try to understand. Interest account debit to bank. How much interest? Let me calculate. 40 lakhs into 9% into 7 divided by 12. We are talking only about this 7 months period. Other period interest is always transferred to profit and loss account. So 40 lakhs into 9% into 7 divided by 12. That is 2.1 lakh. That is 2 lakh 10,000. So 2.1 lakh, 2.1 lakh. Normally this interest is transferred to profit and loss account. But as here it is assumed that it is a borrowing cost. Number two, it is assumed that it is a substantial, 7 months is a substantial period of time. It will be debited to cost. How it will be debited to cost? Try to concentrate. Machinery account debit to interest. How much? 2.1 lakh. So in this case, it will be capitalized. If it is assumed that 7 months is not a substantial period of time, again it will be interest account debit to bank. I am talking only about that 7 month period, which is 2.1 lakh. And this interest will be transferred to P&L. So it will be reflecting, instead of adding it in cost of asset, it will be reflected on debit side of P&L account. Is it alright? It will not be capitalized and will be transferred to P&L account in this particular case. Try to concentrate. In general scenario, you can take 7 months as a substantial period of time. Start. Let me go into detail of this. What is a substantial period of time? Sorry. See, there are theories, there are points which are written in n numbers of books, but the best is your judgment. Alright, try to concentrate. I am having one machinery. In my company, normally all the machineries are installed in 15 days. Normally, I will not treat 15 days as a substantial period of time. Sorry. There is one weird machinery which will take 1.5 years for installation. This 1.5 years should be treated as substantial period of time. Install it. This 1.5 years should be treated as substantial period of time. What is substantial period of time? There is no guideline that 5 months is not a substantial period of time, 7 months is not a substantial period of time. But yes, you can take this in normal general scenario. Greater than 1 year is substantial period of time, less than 1 year is not substantial period of time. But it is not a rule. In some of the cases, even 7 months might be treated as a substantial period of time. It depends upon case circumstances, your judgment whether it is a substantial period of time or not. We are going to question number 11. Sadanand Limited has obtained institutional loan of 580 lakhs. Loan of 580 lakhs for modernization and renovation of its plant and machinery. Will it take a substantial period of time? Normally, yes. To modernize and reinstall your plant and machinery, it will take substantial period of time. Plant and machinery acquired under modernization scheme and installation completed amounted to 406 lakhs. So modernization completed of machinery completed of 406 lakhs. 58 lakhs was given as advance to supplier for additional asset. So you are also purchasing additional assets of 58 lakhs. And balance loan of 116 lakhs has been utilized for working capital purpose. For working capital. This total should be 580 lakhs. If it is not, there is some mistake, but it will be 580 lakhs. Sorry. Now the question is, this is a loan. This is the use of loan. Sorry. So how much loan is used for modernization of machinery? Loan used. It will be 406 lakhs, here 58 lakhs and here 116 lakhs. Interest will be paid on this full loan. Huh? Is it all right? And what is the interest? Let us go ahead. Balance loan of 116 lakhs. The accountant is in dilemma as to how to account for total interest of 52 lakh 20,000. What is interest on this loan? 52.20 lakhs per annum. Let me find out interest rate per annum. 52.20 lakhs rupees is interest. Total borrowing is 580 lakhs multiplied by 100. I am finding out what is the rate of interest per annum. It is 52.20 divided by 580 multiplied by 100, which is 9%. So what will be interest on this portion of the loan multiplied by 9%, multiplied by 9%, multiplied by 9%. This will be the interest portion. 406 into 9% is 36.54 lakhs. $58 multiplied by 9%. It is 5.22 lakhs. 116 into 9%. It is 10.44. Stop. This will be the total interest, which should be 52.20. If it is not, we have made some mistakes. What to do with this interest? Those are borrowing cost, agreed. They are interest, so obviously they are borrowing cost. The question is, what should be done? See the answer. This can be capitalized because it is for qualifying asset. Modernization of plant and machinery normally will be taking substantial period of time. Is it all? And try to understand, we are assuming during this full year the asset was not ready to put to use. Is it all right? See, if the modernization took only for 9 months, then only 9 months interest can be capitalized. Remaining 3 months interest should be transferred to profit and loss account. But here we are assuming that full year this whole activity is going on. Is it all right? Purchase of additional asset. These are ready to use. And so it should be transferred to. Let us go to some of the questions of borrowed specifically and borrowed generally. We are going to question number 20. Guha Limited borrowed an amount of 150 crores on 1st April. Alright. He borrowed loan of 150 crores on 1st April for construction of boiler plant at 11% per. Alright, so this was for plant which is at the rate of, or the loan is at the rate of 11% per annum, and it was a boiler plant. The plant is to be expected to be completed in 4 years. We will assume it is a substantial period of time. The weighted average cost is 13%. Weighted average cost of capital is 13%. When we'll be doing finance, we'll be doing cost of capital. At that time, I'll be explaining you. Right now, try to understand overall cost of capital of the company is 13%. The accountant of Guha Limited capitalizes interest of 19.50 crores for the accounting period ending on 31st March. Due to the surplus funds out of 150 crores, an income of 3.5 crore was earned and credited to profit and loss account. Comment on this. All right. So what this company has done, they have written interest expenditure on debit side of P&L account. And some income. They might have received this loan today, so they might have parked that fund somewhere and received some income, and that income they have credited to profit and loss account. We need to comment on it. That is first comment. Is interest a borrowing cost? Yes. Was this loan taken for that specific machinery? Yes. So it is a specific borrowing. Was that machinery a qualifying asset? Yes. Then interest cost should be capitalized. How much? Actual cost. How much is actual cost? 150 crores multiplied by your loan is of 11%. Your other borrowings might be 13%, 15%, not important for us. Is correct. 11%. This is 150 into 11% is 16.5 crores. Should be capitalized. But have you generated some income from additional funds investment? Yes. How much additional income was generated? 3.5 crore. Should be reduced? Yes. The income reduces the cost. If you have done a cost of 16.5 crore by earning an income of 3.5 crore, the net cost of 13 crore rupees should be capitalized. This is for specific borrowing. Sorry. There was a loan which was specifically for one particular asset. This is how the amount to be capitalized, or this is how the borrowing cost is found out. As the condition is satisfied, borrowing cost is for production of qualifying asset. This borrowing cost should be capitalized. Sorry. And we have done this. Specific borrowing. Actual borrowing cost during the period, our period was 1 year, minus income from temporary investment will be regarded as my borrowing cost, and if the conditions are satisfied, it will be capitalized. Start it. Next one, question number 21. Parshuram Limited had the following borrowings during the year in respect of capital expansion. There is a plant P of 100 lakhs. Let me write down the details. Plant P 100 lakhs, and there is no borrowings specific on it. Plant Q 125 lakhs. Plant R 170. What are specific borrowing? This is cost, but what are specific borrowing on this? 0. Bank loan of 65 lakhs at the rate of 10%. 9% debentures of 125 lakhs were issued. 125 lakhs at the rate. Start. Yes. What is general borrowing then? See, if you are purchasing an asset of 100 lakh and you are borrowing 0 rupees specifically for this particular asset, then you are using your other general borrowings to finance this. So 100 lakhs rupees is general borrowing. In plant Q is of 125 lakhs. You are borrowing specifically only 65 lakhs. So 125 minus 65 will be nothing but general borrowing. And in this case, 50 lakhs will be general. Sorry. Specific borrowing, some general borrowing. General borrowing detail should be given. In addition to above specific borrowing, the company has obtained a loan from 2 banks. So these are general borrowings. The bank has given the loan that you can use this loan for any purpose. 100 lakhs at the rate of 10%. 100 lakhs at a rate of 10%, and 110 lakhs at the rate of 11.5%. 110 lakhs at the rate of 11. Now this is also coming 210. This is also coming 210. Not necessary that this should be same. This might be higher. There might be other money which are used for general purpose. But here it is same. So we can go ahead. Even if it is not same, there is nothing to worry. To meet its capital expenditure requirement, what is the amount of borrowing cost to be capitalized in above plants? Alright. We will be first finding out capitalization rate. Capitalization rate is nothing but weighted average cost of capital. This is what borrowing cost concept says. Start. Now, right now it might look somewhat difficult, but when we do cost of capital or in capital structure in finance, this point will be extremely easy. Here, you need to take this as I, this as W, find out sigma IW divided by sigma W. That is nothing but weighted average of this, where the weight is taken as your borrowing. So, sigma IW will be, this will be 10, this will be 110 into 11.5 percentage, this will be 12.65, this will be 22.65 divided by 210. It is the 10.79%. See, even if you might not be getting it this time, as I told you, when we do cost of capital, this will be extremely simple. But try to understand, average cost of this borrowing 210 lakhs, average cost, weighted average cost is neither 10%, neither 11.5%, but it is 10.79%. Historic. Let me find out cost of all three assets one by one. Plant B, plant P. What is the cost? 100 lakhs. This should be capitalized as per AS 10 PPE. Interest for purchasing this plant, have you specifically borrowed anything? No. But generally you have borrowed. How much? 100 lakhs. Plus interest on general borrowing of 100 lakhs multiplied by 10.79%, that will be 10.79 lakhs, and total cost will be 110.79 lakhs. The question is, can this be capitalized? The answer is yes. Why? It is number one, interest, that is borrowing cost. Number two, it is incurred for qualifying asset. This asset is a qualifying asset. We are assuming it is a qualifying asset. This should be capitalized and it will be 110.79 total cost of the asset. Try to understand. Only this portion is AS 16. This portion is AS 10 and this is your total. That's correct. Number two. Plant Q. Cost as per AS 10. 125 lakhs plus specific borrowing as per AS 16 interest. How much was specific borrowing? 65 lakhs into 10%, 6.5 lakhs. How much was general borrowing plus general borrowing interest? 60 lakhs. And what is the rate applicable for general borrowing? Is 10.79%. So 60 lakhs into 10.79% will be 6.474 lakhs. What will be total answer? 125 plus 6.5 plus 6.474, which is 137.974. 137.974 lakhs will be total cost of the asset. This is AS 10, this is AS 16, this is AS 16. Sorry. Plant R, just calculation. What is cost as per AS 10 PPE? At what cost you have purchased it? 175 lakhs. Specific borrowing plus specific borrowing interest as per AS 16. How much specifically you have borrowed? 125 lakhs into 9%. This will be your interest portion. 125 into 9% is 11.25. Plus general borrowing interest as per AS 16. How much was general borrowing? 50 lakhs. What is the rate for general borrowing? 10.79%. It is 50 into 10.79%, which is 5.395. Total cost in my books by combining both the AS10 as well as AS16 is 175 plus 11.25 plus 5.395, which is 191.645. This is nothing but total cost, and how, if there is a specific borrowing, if there is a general borrowing, how we segregate between specific and general borrowing. Let's start.